is Lair for the umpteenth part. I don't know what part we're on now. And I'm here with Jimmy Havoc, who is an 8-year veteran of the UK indie wrestling scene. If I could just speak to you about a few bits and pieces, Jimmy, if I could. If you could just let us know, how did you first get into wrestling?
I first got into it when I was 6 years old. A neighbour of mine who I went to school with lived next to Mark Gran, and his brother had taped WrestleMania 6, or had somehow got a tape of WrestleMania 6. He said, come around and watch it, you'll love it. So I went round, and it was Ultimate Warrior in the Hulk Hogan. And I just thought the Ultimate Warrior was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. I think that says a lot about me as a kid, I guess. But face paint, tassels, I just thought it was amazing, and I just carried on watching it ever since. Then I found a training school in 2003, the Hammerlock one, and I just started going.
And you've been with Hammerlock. You didn't stay just with Hammerlock?
Training wise, yeah, I stayed with Hammerlock.
Right, okay.
It was pretty much just a Hammerlock until sort of around 2006-07 when they sort of closed down really. And that's when I started going other places like Triple X Wrestling, IPW started using me. We carried on running our own shows, the Tap and Tin in Chatham, myself and John Ryan. Yeah, and it sort of went from there really.
And what have you had recently? I know you were up at the comic convention. At the weekend.
I work for Lucha Britannia quite a lot. I'm El Transexco, which I think works for my own personality really. I like dressing up in women's clothes, and it's more socially acceptable in the wrestling environment than it is just in Dartford on a Friday night.
I would imagine so. Yeah.
So I do Lucha quite a lot. FPW, I've been doing a lot recently, which is good. I'm over in ICW in Scotland quite regularly now, which is good fun. They're good shows up there. I enjoy them.
And you still on the IPW roster?
Yeah, still on the IPW roster. Yeah, we're running regular shows in Swanley now. We do the IPW training school in Swanley every Sunday.
Right.
I help out with that. But yeah, Dan Edler has asked me to give him a name check, so he's going to buy me a T-shirt, which is quite nice of him. But yeah, he runs the Swanley shows now, along with Andy Quilden, who do the Sittingbourne shows as well.
Yeah.
But we're trying to get the Swanley shows back up the sort of level of the Sittingbourne ones at the moment.
And you're in the next Sittingbourne show?
No, I'm not in next Sittingbourne.
Right.
I'm in Scotland that day.
Right. Okay. So apart from Scotland, what have we got coming up? Any bouts you're particularly looking forward to?
I've got Noam Dar, the next FPW show, which should be very good. Looking forward to that. It should be a good match. He's a
Noam
very
Dar's
good
one of
worker.
my particular favourites.
Who is your favourite?
My actual favourite?
Yeah.
Probably Noam Dar, now that Redmond is not quite as... You're right there.
Yeah, sorry, your favourite?
Mm-hmm. Noam Dar, I would have thought. Redmond was one of my favourites, but it's kind of weakened a little bit. But you're not expecting me to say you, surely?
No, of course not.
No,
of course not.
Because I mean, no disrespect to you.
Oh, and
obviously,
I'm
but
taken.
that'll never happen.
Oh.
So is there?
You're paying me for this, yeah? Good.
A cup of tea, yeah.
It's called professionalism, Jimmy. If you could
fine.
just kind of
Sorry,
stay on the
boss.
same page. So you didn't actually answer my question. Apart from you've got Noam Dar coming up.
Noam Dar FPW coming up. I've got Lucha Britannia on Friday night. Don't know if I'm wrestling, but I'm wearing a dress, so it's always good.
It's a bit weird that.
Why is it weird?
Well, it's wearing a dress.
What's wrong with that?
Wow.
No comment. He does it as well. He's just ashamed to admit it.
That's not true. That isn't. I'll just categorically say right now that's not true. Now, you recently were in a tag team partnership with Danny Garnell against the Leaders.
Yes.
Did you feel overshadowed at all? Because by Danny Garnell, I mean, because you know.
Why do I feel overshadowed?
Well, he's a fantastic wrestler.
Yeah, he's very good.
But you felt.
Good. I'm pretty good as well. To be fair,
Well,
so
okay.
Cheers to that. Why are you interviewing me again?
But I was just given the assignment. I think it was just that we'd had too much of Graham's face on the camera.
It's understandable.
Just, in
Baron,
the interest of
Baron
Greenback, yeah. And thoughts on that match?
Didn't quite go the way I wanted it to be honest.
Really?
Me and Danny first time tagging together. Bit of miscommunication there.
Right.
We lost. I got punched in the face.
You couldn't quite keep up your end of the bargain.
I'm usually quite good at keeping it up.
Right.
But at this time now, I wasn't able to, unfortunately.
Feel a bit flat.
Yeah.
Bit limp, folks. Heard it here first. Jimmy Havoc's a bit limp.
Flaccid.
And now, my friend Devilman actually had a few words
friends?
on this.
Sorry, carry on.
Devilman had a few words on this next subject, Moose and Marmot, which is a a strange pairing that will be making their debut on the scene relatively soon. And from what I hear, you've been training Marmot.
I have indeed been training Marmot.
And how's that going? Because I'm not hearing good things.
It's been tricky. Might be the best way. So he's not the most athletically gifted of people. Very similar body shape to you, to be fair. So it's understandable. But he'll get there. You know, it's just a matter of time.
I'm wiry.
Wiry. Wiry. Yeah. Wiry. Yes. That is what.
He's a burger flipper, isn't he?
Apparently so. Yeah.
So, what are his credentials for getting into the ring? Because this is quite a passion for me. You see people in the ring who clearly just shouldn't be there. What would you say gives him the right to be in the ring?
Nothing gives him the right to be in the ring. But if I train him up, if he learns everything I'm teaching him, there's nothing to stop him. There's nothing to stop anyone becoming a wrestler. The people I hate are people who sit there and go, "Oh, I wish I was a wrestler," and they sit home and do nothing about it. If you want to be a wrestler, go training. Give it a go. What's the worst that'll happen? And that's what Marmot's doing.
It'll pan out, won't it? We'll see. We
Who
could
knows?
see the worst that
Who
could
knows?
happen.
There's
From
only
what
one
I've
way to
heard.
find out how it's going to pan out, and that's in the comic. Cheap plug.
Everything about him is cheap. So you're
His haircut isn't. It's quite expensive.
Is it?
No, not really. My mum does it.
I think we could probably all have guessed at that, to be honest.
Your
You're-
hair's probably quite cheap to upkeep, really, isn't it?
It's actually extremely cheap to upkeep. You're a trainer at FPW.
That is correct.
So
yes.
what's I mean I think we touched on it a second ago. I'm having a bit of trouble remembering what you've said. Much the way I have trouble remembering your matches. But just tell us briefly what's involved in being a trainer at FPW.
Well, Steve, obviously the guy who runs FPW, asked me if I could help run the training school, and I thought, yeah, I'd give it a go. We do sessions every Saturday, usually around 4 hours. We do maybe an hour of sort of cardio fitness training, followed by 3 hours of actual sort of mat work,
Right.
wrestling, and I'll take them through all the basics. It's a very sort of basic level wrestling.
So anyone can
come along.
can
and give
come
it a go.
along.
Yeah.
And
If you are going to come along, at least be able to run or do a forward roll or something seriously, please. It makes my life a lot easier. Thank you.
that's a fair point.
Yeah. So you'd obviously not be able to, but it's all right. It's not, it's not.
I think I'm more suited to the management side of
definitely,
things,
definitely.
possibly commentary. Yeah, I don't really feel the need to get in the ring.
Good.
And favourite opponents?
John Ryan definitely is my favourite person to work. I like wrestling Zach as well. That's always good fun.
Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah. Who else
That
would
must
I
be
like?
hard for you because he's a tough opponent, isn't
He's pretty tough, I suppose. He kicks pretty hard.
he?
They usually hurt.
Yeah,
I feel them the next day.
yeah.
But yeah.
Very impressive wrestler, I think.
He's very good. Much better than me. So is that what you're getting at? Is that the... Thought I'd get in there first.
Wouldn't dream of casting any aspersions,
Good,
Jimmy,
good,
but
thank
you did hear it from his very mouth. Well, thank you, Jimmy.
Well, thank you. For
That was
having me
good.
and enjoy
Can we
that.
get someone? Can we get someone a bit better next time? Can we get Devilman next time?
He hasn't wrestled in years.
I think we need people that are getting booked.
Well, just to wrap up this edition of Demon's Lair, we're going to talk to you quickly about the second Andre Baker Memorial, which is happening, the NWA Hammerlock. It's happening on the 2nd of June at the Angels Centre in Tunbridge. Quick rundown of the card. We have a 10-man battle royal, the winner of which faces Corrupt for the title. We have Johnny Moss versus John Ryan for the Andre Baker Memorial Trophy. We have Jimmy Havoc versus Magic for the junior heavyweight. And Jenny Shodin versus Rhea O'Reilly, both from Pro Wrestling Eve. Jenny Shodin, I've heard, is a fantastic female wrestler, so I'm personally going to be looking forward to
And
that.
Rhea's very good as well. So don't forget about Rhea.
And
But I'm on there as well. And that's really the most important thing to worry about, isn't it? I guess.
yeah, what are your thoughts on that match?
Originally I was booked against Lee Walker, but he's decided to step down because Magic started throwing his toys out of the pram about not being booked on the show. So we've decided to go with Magic, who never actually got beaten for the belt, and I'm the junior heavyweight champion at the moment. So he's decided to get in my face a bit and ask for a match. So why not? Old guy against me should be fun. We both got similar back problems, so it should be a good match.
Perhaps we should look at getting you some sort of training in professionalism, Jimmy, because seriously, insulting, disrespectful. So thank you for watching Demon's Lair, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.